Moving swiftly on. Our next presenter, have you eaten the biscuits? Yeah, you've had some biscuits, because Irna's going to talk about biscuits to you, so I hope you've all had your fill. Irna Qureshi, thank you.
Can I have this down a bit? Is that going to be... Yeah. Ready? Your favourite biscuit says a lot about... your favourite biscuit says a lot about you. It can reveal your personality, your social class, and how cultured you really are. For several weeks now on Twitter, I've been researching the biscuits that my followers love to eat. Let me tell you, the most popular were the Builder's biscuits. These are the ones that come in cellophane wrapping, not the posh ones that come in a tin or in a cardboard box. I've counted votes. I've analysed each biscuit's cultural credentials, its form, its function. And what I've discovered, well, let me tell you what makes a decent biscuit. Well, it should be cheerful and dunkable. It should look good, and it must satisfy an urge. In reverse order, this is the Jaffa that came last. I think it did so badly because of its identity crisis, because the Jaffa thinks it's a cake, but actually people think it's a biscuit. The reason why the Jaffa thinks it's a cake, the issue is with the taxman and the chocolate topping, because if it's a biscuit that's chocolate topped, then it has to pay VAT. But on cakes, if there's chocolate, they don't have to pay VAT. The Jaffa actually went to court to prove this, and sorry, I'm getting a bit lost here. The Jaffa went to court to prove this, and the crux of the argument was that a biscuit starts off hard, and then it goes soft when it's stale, and with a cake, it's the other way around. Next is the fig roll. This is popular with athletes, nutritionists, and rock stars, and you can eat loads of them, knowing that the high fruit content is good for you. But seriously, the fig roll has fantastic credentials. It was eaten by people like Christopher Columbus on their voyages, and it was invented by the Egyptians, but I hope no one's getting this t-shirt for Christmas. Now, I wanted this survey to be really, really inclusive, but I wanted to avoid positive discrimination. So I'm delighted that the dark brown bourbon actually made it in entirely on its own merits. It's not much to look at. I mean, in fact, the bourbon looks like a brick, as you can see, but it's got very PC credentials. It's a biscuit of colour, so it's working class. And almost every brand of bourbon is a vegan, so this is the perfect biscuit for socialists. The surprise contender was the most boring biscuit in the world, the malt biscuit. But it's a perfect example of function over form, because this is the biscuit for dunking. Actually, I was staggered by people's preoccupation with dunking. And that's why the ginger biscuit did so well. Now, ladies, don't be fooled by its plain exterior. Dunk it, suck it, bite it. The ginger knows how to give you pleasure right to the very end. Now, next, neck and neck, we've got the chocolate digestive and the hobnob. Can I just say, people talked about chocolate biscuits like they're an illegal substance. Mark tweeted to say, I do them by the packet. I smashed 2 packs of chocolate hobnobs in 3 days. I also consulted some difficult-to-reach audiences on Twitter, and it turns out that Asians adore shortbread. The tea that we drink is really, really strong, so it takes something as substantial as a slab of shortbread to be able to cope. But I also spotted that English folk like yourselves have a way of elevating the shortbread status. When Emma tweeted from Leeds about shortbread, she didn't say slab. She called it a shortbread finger. In second place, we have my personal favourite, the custard cream, the biscuit with a very attentive spam bot. This biscuit has a very rich heritage. It dates back to Victorian times, it's in the Guinness Book of World Records, it's even listed in the Oxford English Dictionary. So what makes the custard cream so popular? Well, it's dependable, it's confident, it's attractive without being pretentious, and it's sexy without trying too hard. So if this was a famous person, this would be Fiona Bruce. Now, even though it doesn't have a spam bot, the Gary Bloody Baldy, topped my survey. You know, it's not much to look at, and as you can see the effort that's gone into making it sexy. Nevertheless, Garibaldi fans are a passionate lot. Wendy tweeted to say there's a bloke in Leeds actually called Gary Baldy. This level of passion comes from the biscuit's heritage. It's named after an Italian revolutionary. So I declare the Garibaldi the Richard Burton of the biscuit world. But seriously, there's a lesson here. Next time you reach for a biscuit, don't draw attention to your negative points. So please, think before you dunk. Thank you.
Qureshi, thank you very much.